Trial Tuesday once again. Today we're talking about a new state law that may pass soon allowing concealed guns in restaurants and bars. Attorney David Aylor, a straight shooter both inside and outside the courtroom, joins us this morning to explain. Counselor, thanks so much for being here. We do appreciate it. But tell me about this law a little bit. It seems that people can now, bring those weapons inside, and a lot of people are taking kind of a bad stance on it.
Right. It's very controversial. But first of all, I think everybody needs to understand that you have to have a concealed weapons permit to be able to do this. This wouldn't be something if you or I just decided once this law passed that we wanted to if we did not have that permit. And obviously you have to go through training and things to get that licensing. But essentially what the law is going to put in place is that individuals who previously, even with the permit, could not carry their weapon into any establishment that served alcohol, it will now allow them to carry that weapon inside that establishment. However, they're not allowed to have any type of alcohol themselves consumed while they're there.
Well, that's the thing. Kind of the stick here in this rule is that you're not allowed to consume. But if it's a concealed weapons permit, you have to disclose to a bartender or a server that, hey, I have this concealed weapon on me and I'm not going to drink. That's kind of going by an honor system, isn't it?
Well, I think it is. But, I mean, obviously the way that they look at the law is that these people are, law-abiding citizens. If people wanted to break the law, then they could go in right now with a gun in bars. And unfortunately, of course, that does happen. So the way, at least I believe, looking at it from the politician side of it, that we're for this is that essentially these are the same people that are abiding by the law now. They'll continue to abide by it when they get into these bars and restaurants. But, no, I don't think that the bartender or the waitress is going to, have to do any pat-downs or anything like that.
There's no question that if people want to have guns in this country, it's a fundamental right. You can go ahead and do that. What's the point of bringing this thing in, though? I mean, what do people, you deal with people, every single day. Is there a point to bring these things in? Is it just a safety issue that they feel safer along with them in case something happens?
Yeah, I think it really is a safety issue. Obviously, a lot of people don't agree with this because of the circumstances that make it occur when someone's in a bar with a gun. However, they feel like it's their rights and it's an extension of their rights of the Second Amendment. They should have that right and shouldn't be something that they're not allowed to do simply because other people choose to violate the law related to guns.
Well, let's talk about this situation a little bit. Say that you have a concealed weapons permit, you have your gun on you. You go into a bar and you say, I'd like a drink, and the bartender says no. You still have a face-off between a bartender and a guy with a gun. So it seems to me like the bartender's going to back down every single time if you really wanted that drink.
Well, they are going to put laws in place related to fines and, of course, actual prison time for individuals that do consume alcohol. Obviously, if they could show that, and I don't know, but I haven't seen it for sure, but I would assume there would be some sort of, violation as well if you attempt to, like you said, trying to order a shot or a drink.
Let's talk about the likelihood of this thing passing, because it seems by all accounts and purposes that it's going to go through and going to go through pretty soon.
Yeah, at this point, they're waiting for Governor Haley to sign it. All indications are that she will sign it, and that point it'll go in effect. I think it's important to mention, though, that for any bar or restaurant that do not want people to carry in these weapons with the permit or not, they are going to be able to post a sign at the front saying they don't allow it. The concealed weapons permit individuals have to respect that law of those restaurants.
So you could just put a sign up and this thing is negated if you so choose as a business
at your
owner.
Establishment, exactly. So obviously this is something that they don't want to have to make it the responsibility of the bartenders or the managers or waitresses or waiters to have to check people, but that sign will go at the front of the door and you have to respect that, and they'll be in violation of that law. If they do, then take it in there and it's posted.
Are alcohol and guns mixing ever a good thing in your opinion, Counselor?
I'll leave that up to the public.
Well, that's a smart answer right there. Attorney David Aylor, thank you so much. Of course, we'll keep an eye on that issue and make sure to bring you up to date with the latest. But thanks for your time, sir. Do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Much more after the break on Low Country Live. Stick around.